Hello and welcome to Virtual Rambling. I am your host Oryx, and today we are going to be taking a walk through the wonderful but currently a little bit dead musical tronscape of FRACT OSC. FRACT OSC is a game that have played before to completion. This game came out in 2014. It's by Phosfiend Systems. What do you want me to do? FRACT OSC is something truly special. It's an exploration game. There's no combat or fighting. You wander around this really weird and unusual, like I said, a bit like a tronscape. So a kind of what seems like a computer world in the vein of Tron. And you go around solving musical puzzles, but you don't need any musical ability to play this game. And essentially what emerges as you play is music. So through play you create music, and it's just, well, it's unique. I've not really come across another game of this sort before. And I don't think, unfortunately, Phosfiend, as far as I'm aware, have created anything else since FRACT OSC. So you can see we're in this kind of really strange cavernous space. The environment is low polygonal. Things seem quite imposing when you first start, but as the game goes on, it becomes more vibrant, more colourful. Music starts filling the air, and it just becomes more joyous. And as you've just seen, the environment really seems to react to your presence, which is just, it's fun. It's good fun. So, what am I supposed to do here? Am I supposed to go behind here? It's been so long since I've played this game. I'm just so unfamiliar with everything. another thing I really love about this game is its use of colour. So, I don't know, maybe it's just like something to do with synth music, because this game is all about the synth music. Synth music in this game seems to be represented by like pinks and turquoises, cyans, these kind of colours, these hues. They seem to be weirdly indicative of synth music, not just within this game world, but I don't know, maybe I'm just talking rubbish, but in other mediums too. So you see, the puzzles are quite light. You know, there's a little bit of guesswork involved. And play, like the puzzles seem to be playful rather than taxing or frustrating. I like how strange this environment is, how it's got this like pool of, I don't know, pool of light which droplets seem to be emanating upwards from. If you look high up enough, you can see 3 holes in the ceiling which these 3 columns are likely to head towards when they're ready. We're in a cavernous space, but it's not dark, it's light. And there seem to be these kind of strange floating rock formations, strange tentacle-like structures, and obviously the kind of weird music machines. So here we have a beam of light. The tentacles are now kind of lit up. And you see what I mean about the kind of the cyans and the pinks and the kind of, I guess it's more of a lime green rather than a turquoise. But yeah, they seem to be like the colours you think of when you think of like retro wave and synth. It's that kind of, or maybe vaporwave as well. They're the kind of, I don't know, colours of the 80s perhaps. So the environment we're in now is quite dark by comparison. We're presented with what I think are 3 kind of different gateways. Or bridges, rather. And again, quite playful. The bridges are made of light. You noticed I could walk through one side, but the other side acted as a bridge. And there seems to be quite a theme around ascension in this game, so as you solve these puzzles in the various sectors, you seem to ascend higher and higher into this structure until you reach the top, as it were. As you can see, there's like suggestions of architecture, but it's wrong. It's been mashed up and kind of like it's become unstructured. In the centre there we have what looks like a kind of threatening pool. Perhaps something we don't want to fall into. Again, there's these strange little particles that kind of seem to leap up into the air. We have something here that looks like a map. So, and I've clicked on part of the map and it's taking me somewhere. So it's like a transportation system. That's fun. Some interesting purple hues. Notice how the centre of the path is kind of smooth and the edges are kind of darker, rougher, almost as if it was like a well-trod path. Here we have at the top some sort of weird, almost like temple-like structure. Almost reminds me a little bit of the Tyrrell building in Blade Runner. I'm wondering if every time I kind of wander through one of those, I'm kind of activating avenues for further traversal. And you can see a structure way above us. I believe that is where we will inevitably end up. Here you can hear the first few notes of music as we enter what is likely to be a puzzle. But how do we interact with this one? So the notes are creating these solid blocks, but only some of them are lighting up. How do we activate the other ones? And here we have something. Aha. Aha. I love the kind of the simplicity of the puzzles, but also the kind of whimsicalness of them. And as you can hear, you know, the world is kind of coming alive now through interaction. very, very satisfying game to play. And yeah, just how the game uses such simple effects, you know, simple shapes, but interesting shapes, varied music. And like I say, the kind of just the joy of the way the environment seems to react to your presence. How these paths are unfolding as I walk. How you can see and are being kind of led to, you know, the next stage, as it were. So there you go, a little bit of a taste. I think I was trying a little bit too hard to kind of brute force my way through that one instead of noticing that I'd already completed the puzzle. Ooh, what do we have here? It looks like something, doesn't it? But maybe it's not ready yet. It still looks like it's in pieces. Ooh. That's cool, isn't it? You can raise and lower. see things again. Environmental reaction to your kind of movement as you move further through. Things activate, things extend and light up. And again, we have kind of more broken geography, and it just seems to be the player's kind of mission to kind of fix the world, to kind of mend what is broken. It seems like the perfect game for video game geography too. It's so beautiful. And, you know, sometimes it seems quite ominous. But it never seems, I don't know, it never kind of seems to be truly threatening. Just kind of strange. I don't believe I can get up there. The whole environment itself is just one big interconnected puzzle, and the more you solve, the more it opens up to you. So that's where I am. This is what I've unlocked. There's the 3 pillars we came in on, and this central piece is where we're wanting to head. So we've got an environment in front of us here. Let's try and wend our way across. That's weird. This area doesn't seem to have activated yet. Maybe I've come to this part too early. I don't believe there's any falling damage in this game, so I don't believe there should be any negative consequences should I do something like that. And here you can see all of a sudden the notes that you can move around start to become platforms in of themselves. And again, we are ascending through the environment. So it took me a little while to solve those puzzles. I think just because of the like toyful nature of the puzzles, the kind of abstraction, they can be tricky. And I don't have a musical bone in my body, but I don't know if that really matters or not, to be honest. It's a bit difficult to tell. I'm hoping I can get inside this structure here. It looks like there's something inside. I think what I really want to do is I want to complete kind of one area of this game and just kind of see, or show rather, show you the viewer what it's like once you've kind of completed an area. Not sure that was the correct choice. Ah, see, now I can't get across here. This is tricky. I think, and I'm making a conscious decision here, is that while I would love to show you to the end of the section, this one has me flummoxed currently. And I have to admit, when you are doing these virtual ramblings and walking along with your avatar inside the game world, you are not only cognitively taxed, but also physically. And I feel like I've just gotten to the point where I'm actually quite tired. I know this usually happens at the end of every episode. I usually say, oh, I'm quite tired now, ladies and gentlemen, or everyone, or whomever is listening. And it's usually the case. I'm very warm and I'm quite tired and I'm absolutely brain blasted. It's funny because I figured this out before, but as you can imagine, solutions to puzzles don't always stick with you, and this one is going to require some mental gymnastics, which I'm not currently capable of. Honest answer. So I really hope you've enjoyed this look at FRACT OSC. This has been Oryx at Virtual Rambling, signing off.